more airtime because he is a scumbag. That's why he's living on the street. I was tested in high school. My honors English teacher decided to take 3 hours out of our day and say, okay, we're all going to take an IQ test. And I said, oh, okay, whatever. And we're all sitting around, 28 students, 3-hour IQ test. We jammed through it, gave me the results back, and it scored 185 IQ. And it was an official test, and it went in my CUME folder. Now, I knew that the Stanford-Binet assessment tool was not the complete IQ exam that everyone touted it to be. There are a lot of intelligences out there. For instance, you can't really measure kinetic intelligence like Michael Jordan has. There's no way you could tell that Michael Jordan among you is sitting there unless you actually had a kinetic test. And there is no kinetic IQ test that I know of. I'm not upset at Ed. I think Ed is a scumbag in nature. I think he's one of those guys that is homeless because he deserves to be homeless. Yeah. For saying these horrible things. No, believe me, I do have an IQ of 185. And what's more is I can see through your BS every single time you write in chat. I'm somewhat of a profiler. I can tell you who you are. I even know your name. Your name is Carlos. Am I right? 2811? Your name is Carlos. Just off the top. Am I right? Hi, Diane. You didn't have to turn on. Exactly. I'm picking up Carlos in the lawn area. Do you know that Carlos is having relations with your mom? Are you aware of that? That he has actually, when you were at school, he and your mom were upstairs in the master bedroom. Confront your mom about it and find out what exactly that's going on there. Okay, thanks. Yes, David, it's called the NBA or NFL. David, you got paid squat for your massive IQ. Money isn't an assessment tool for IQ, you imbecile. Believe me, if my IQ was any higher, I wouldn't work at all. Who would? You'd have to be a total drip to give up most of your free time to work for some slave corporation sucking off the government tit. Get a life, Topper Dan. Grow some balls. Get some sack. Start living your life as if it was your life, not your boss's life. Oh, I better do the right thing or my boss will fire me. Oh. IQ and income do not correlate. In fact, the lower your IQ, the more income you're likely to get in your life. There are a lot of dentists with an IQ of about 100. Seriously. All they want is their nose to the grindstone, and that's why, again, dentists have the highest level of suicides among any profession in the country. More dentists kill themselves. That's because they literally are unhappy because all they care about is money. I'm simmering down, Topper Dan, but it is true. IQ and money do not correlate at all. There's no statistics to show that IQ and money even get close. Most of the people who have the highest IQs are PhDs living on the street in Seattle on the wharf, mumbling to themselves as to why they're not day traders. No, I'm painting with a pretty wide paintbrush, not a toothbrush. There's a correlation between, there is a correlation between people that don't know math often go to casinos. It's true. And lose all their money. So you're right. If you don't understand mathematical probability, chances are you get ripped off at a casino. I show a lot of respect, and I must tell you, 626, you are the racist. You don't like white people. My parents weren't rich. My parents didn't have hardly anything. Middle-class family. Yeah. No, I'm just telling you this is how it is, my man. Right. Like I didn't earn it. I took care of my parents for 25 years until their dying days, you freak. No, Steve Jobs was not very intelligent. He didn't finish school. Right. Neither did Bill Gates. He didn't finish his college degree. And you know, some of the greatest minds of our time, like Thomas Edison, never graduated high school. Your problem is you correlate academic performance with intelligence. There's no correlation between academic intelligence or academic success and intelligence. I don't have any relationship to that vile piece of crap. Mark Zuckerberg, I don't know if he graduated, but he stole the idea from 2 other people. He's the greediest guy on the planet. I don't live with my parents because my parents are dead. Unless I was some sort of a freak, I would be living with dead people. But I'm going to ban you anyway. No, I'm talking about Mark Zuckerberg stealing the idea from those 2 guys. Mark Zuckerberg, yeah. Zuckerberg steals idea. The Winklevoss twins, who claim that Mark Zuckerberg stole their fortune, are going back to appeals court. Yeah. We'll wait for that to come up. All right, let's take a look at it. Yeah, those are the guys he stole it from. How do you feel about that? I understand they've invested a lot in Bitcoins, these 2 guys. They did get, I believe, $164 million for the Facebook concept, but after their attorneys got the money, I doubt either one got more than 30 or 40 million. But I rest my case. Well, let's be clear. You don't find your IQ finds you. No, he doesn't deserve compassion, 243. Ed is basically a scumbag who will say anything to get noticed, and I've finally fleshed him out as what he is, a guy who's just trying to ride on my coattails, just like the other guy. I did not see your message, Shrek. Hang on, I'm having a little problem because I'm on a remote computer. Why are you pissed, Shrek? Someone please tell Ed. Oh, yeah. Oh, really? No kidding. Are you serious, Shrek? I don't blame you for being pissed. I had no idea Ed was up to that. Yeah, that's kind of scary. Yeah, I think this guy, we haven't seen him in a while, the Nazi. I basically wore him down. I wore the Nazi down, and now he comes in the room as a guest. Pretty soon he'll be mumbling to himself in the corner of his room, wondering why he isn't a part of an organization which supports his wacky extremist beliefs. I believe it, Shrek. I'm very sorry. You can document all of these threats, but you're going to be basically going after a guy who's homeless. Yeah, I'll ban him as soon as he pops up. I'm not talking about a homeless dude. I'm just saying the guy has been a nonstop thorn in our show, and we're going to be terminating Ed's involvement in our show, just like we terminated Rodney's involvement. Topper Dan, I see Sarah on my remote IP camera, and she's doing great. Thank you. No, I'm going to stay in the show as long as the battery will hold up, so I'm going to go to remote battery systems now. Let me get some air on in here. I got the remote system up and running. Yeah, we've got a really cool setup here. AC/DC inverter.